So we're going to open with an early pool here, and the reasoning behind this is it's protoss random, and if it's two protoss and they're also gambling, there might not be a wall. And even if there isn't a wall, it's still... I mean, this open, it's rolling the dice is essentially what you're doing. So if they've, you know, built pylons, kind of like my teammate over here, then you can get in and do some damage, etc. If not, it's not the end of the world, but you're... See, they're already walled, which feels bad. So... Not a great situation to be in, but I don't think he even went Reaper or Marine. And that core is quite late. Going Oracle.
아군이 교전을 시작했네. 에너지가 모자라네.
Surprised the solo queue player knows about that, but this barcode rushed in obs. That's a little strange.
기지를 방어해야 한다. 아군 영광의 전투를 시작했네. 그 명령은 받아들였다. 동맹 기지를 노리고 있네. 적 에너지 기지로 어필을 하네. 동맹 도전을 펼치고 있네. 적이 동맹 기지를 노리고 있네. 광물이 모자라네. 동맹이 공격받고 있네. 동맹 기지를 방어해야 한다. 전투에서 적과 마주쳤다. 적들 우리 동맹을 공격. 적이 동맹 기지로 진격한다. 에너지가 모자라네. 적이 동맹 기지를 노리고 있네. 동맹 기지를 방어해야 한다. 광물이 더
I should be able to just go Hydra here.
광물이 모자라네. 광물이 부족하네. 광물이 모자라네. 광물이 부족하네. 역겨운 대군주가 더 필요하네. 대군주를 더 생성하네. 광물이 모자라네.
Teammate has left the game. So either he was bad or he just wasn't paying attention.
아군이 교전을 시작한다. 광물이 더 필요하네. 진호 완료. 광물이 부족하네. 전투에서 적과 마주쳤다. 적이 겁도 없이 우리 기지를 공격한다. 광물지대를 아써버린다. 자네의 기괴한 저그가 또 변이했네. 진호 완료. 광물이 모자라네. 수확한 적. 광물이 더 필요하네.
So I'm pretty sure this barcode is hacking.
에너지가 더 필요하네.
He's had the right answer for everything. I mean, I suppose there's an obs, but we'll review the replay.
전투에서 적과 마주쳤다. 에너지가 부족하네. 이 저주받은 에너지가 모자. 변이 완료.
I think too much time has passed. I don't think I can win this anymore.
에너지가 더 필요하네. 광물지대를 다 써버렸네. 광물이 부족하네. 에너지가 모자라네. 광물이 모자라네. 에너지가 부족하네.
Maybe if I put the rest of my supply into Corruptor, I might be able to win a fight. Okay, I think I have to wait for the rest of my Corruptor if I want to have even a chance of winning here. Alright. So let's see if this barcode is hacking. It definitely felt like it.
Have fun and beat him, probably.
Okay, so the first thing to note is that pinging the ramp as the gas is being built is suspicious right off the start. Because if I take a gas that early, you need to have a wall. If you don't have a wall, you're gonna not necessarily lose to the 12 pool, but you're absolutely gonna take a lot of damage. Now, if this was any other server, I would call cheats with the wall and the pylon, but pylon walling is very, very common on Korea. Okay, so first thing, he didn't check the double gas. He actually didn't even check the gas at all. What he's more concerned about here is the early pool, I would think. And of course, he's clicking right on top of the pool. See how he's not even checking the gas? and he's going directly to the spawning pool. Keep in mind, we're both playing random, right? So he's clicking over the OV, and then he clicks under the spawning pool. And again, he didn't check the gases. So in my mind, this is more about trying to find out whether the pool has been built or not. Okay, so he hides the probe down here, and the tech is proxied, right? So he's gonna dart in here, and he's not gonna see anything. He'll see warp gate, but that's not gonna tell him anything, right? It can still be a proxy oracle. So he throws the robotics down, which, if we look at the build timers, this is a response, right? See how this is 7 seconds? This is 2 seconds. So if we look at the production tab and we look, go back a little bit here and we look at let's see, where's my teammates Twilight Council? Okay, so there's my teammates Twilight Council, right? And then he builds robotics. Okay. Now, normally, if you're in a situation like this, most players, I would assume, would think that they're up against, you know, something like a proxy 4-gate or a proxy Stargate or a proxy Oracle. Yes, sometimes DTs, but not typically in team games. That's not typically what happens. So and also in a situation like this, he doesn't have the scouting information, right? Like, he doesn't know what the proxy is, and so he's going for the obs. In most cases, people will rush for the immortal instead of the obs first, because look at this situation, right? If this is in fact a proxy 4-gate, how exactly are they going to hold that? You know what I'm saying? Like, without an immortal and the way that these two have played, you've got 2 Hellions, a Marine, and you've got 30 seconds to prepare for a proxy 4-gate. But instead, we have the counter to Dark Templar here, we have the counter to Dark Templar here, and then we have the counter aggression to a DT play here. So, based on what he's scouted, quite actually nothing that he's doing makes any sense. And so I would chalk all of this up to map hack. I mean, it just doesn't, nothing that he's doing makes any sense. Based on what he's scouted, based on what he has seen, this player, this barcode player, looks like he's playing against the production tab. That's what this looks like. And then he sends his observer. Let's see if he scouts the proxy with the obs. Like, I mean, you know, the proxy Stargate could be over here, right? There could be a proxy Stargate here with batteries right here. There could be a proxy Stargate over here. There could be a proxy gateway play like right here. And yet, for some reason, he just thinks, okay, I'm going to send my obs to the left side of the map. see if that's in vision of the proxy. Okay, so it's not in vision of the proxy, but now he's going over and literally within one click, and he's clicking on top of the proxy. Now, you remember what happened earlier in this game, where he didn't scout the gases, he clicked over top the OV, and then he clicked underneath the pool. Now, once again, he's clicking on top of things that he can't see, like right above it. If you look where that indicator is, it's not actually clicking it, it's right above it, right? And regardless, I mean, sending in obs to a dark shrine that's halfway done is just perplexing, right? And, you know, I mean, he's going double Stargate. His teammate does not have any defense, right? These are the types of map hackers that are prevalent in team games. They can get away with this kind of shit and still make it a game. This guy's not doing a build, right? Nothing that this player is doing makes any sense. So for me, based on what I've seen within the first 4 minutes and 17 seconds of this game, this player is map hacking. There are no ifs, there are no ands, there are no buts. He's 100% using map hack. And this stuff right here is part of the reason why I don't even bother with stream delays and why I don't even bother, you know, doing series like this, because this player is obviously cheating. Going offline does nothing, right? The unfortunate truth about this game is that my teammate, I guess he wasn't paying attention when I got my lings into their base. Like, this is a play right here that I actually never get away with when I'm off stream. It's fairly obvious to me that this player, Jackie Wu, he's not cheating. His barcode teammate absolutely is. Like, you see, I mean, he's queuing up void rays here, right? Like, and these void rays are in preparation for this play right here. So again, he doesn't have information, but he's prepared for quite literally everything. Let me assure you, viewers, this barcode is 100% using map hack. But anyway, so like, I almost never get away with this play. So you put the lings on the towers here, and then you wait for the Terran player to leave the base, right? And then you dart in because his attention is drawn to the dropship and not to his wall. It's a very common play. All right, so let's see. So my teammate leaving the game makes absolutely no sense, right? Like, if we look, I killed so many of the Terran workers, right? Like, he's left with basically no workers. He has his expansion and saturation here, which means he's miles and miles and miles ahead of Terran. So one of the things that I can recommend for you guys who play 2v2, pay attention to the map. Like, there was actually no reason for him to leave the game. Like, none whatsoever. All right. So let's take a look. So we have a Hydralist in coming up, right? Now let's watch what our buddy makes here. He goes for the robotics, which is quite the hard counter to this, right? This is for Colossus. Now, need I remind you that this player knows that my teammate has left the game and that I'm getting double the economy, right? So I could throw up Aspire and go mutas. And this play would be horrible, right? But he's not going to do that. Why would he do that? I have a Hydroden coming. Right? So again, this player is playing with the production tab open in the fucking game. I mean, he's made every decision that he has made throughout the whole course of this game has been absolutely perfect. And let me assure you, this isn't possible. It straight up isn't possible. You have no information on this map. Other than 2 Stargates and 4 gates and a pool. It's quite literally all you have. And all of this is not the answer. Okay? Now he's even going into a second robotics. Now, who's to say that I've thrown down a Spire? Why is this guy playing like I've thrown down a Hydroden? Because that is exactly how he's playing. He's playing like I threw down a Hydroden. He has 2 Stargates, and instead, with no information, assumes that I'm not going Spire and I'm going Hydras. 100%, dude. This guy, map hack, without a doubt. He's even building the Forge, too, so that he can get +1 for his Colossus. So quite actually, the only way that he could have won this game, the only way that these 2 players could have won this game is if this barcode was using map hack. That is so fucked, man. I can't believe it. He's actually making it just so obvious. It makes me want to vomit. Now, Hydra in this game was the choice. Why was it the choice? Okay, so if we look at my vision, I can see 2 Stargates, right? And it's only just now I can see the double robo. Prior to this, I could only see the 2 Stargates, right? So there's no point for me to go Spire. Sure, I could go Mass Corruptor, but I need to end the game, right? Corruptor isn't going to end the game for me. Hydra's, on the other hand, would be totally fine if he was, you know, I don't know, cranking out Stargate units instead of blind countering the production tab, which he's been doing the whole game. So let me assure you, this play that I do here, it's not wrong. This guy's just map hacking. And he's even got his observer in position for this. I mean, he grabs the obs from over here, sends it over here because I made 2 Dark Templars right after he killed it, and sends his obs here. I mean, dude, it is just so nauseating. It is just so nauseating how obvious this map hacker is. So I've got 10 Hydras in production. He's got Thermal Lance coming up and 2 Colossus. Again, who is to say that I haven't gone Spire? Which is a very real possibility, right? Let's see where he's going. Oh, beautiful. That's funny. Now, if there was any question in your mind, chat, that this player was not using map hack, this is 100% proof that he's using map hack. It's just sad too, because I mean, this player is, you know, he's obviously mechanically skilled. I mean, he has mechanical knowledge. He has, you know, build order, like unit counter knowledge. Peeks right into the fog over this overlord. And then sees it, right? Okay. So obviously we don't need any more proof that he's cheating, but I can still show you more proof. So we got more Hydras on the way. Clicking overlords in the mini-map, or excuse me, in the fog of war. So, you know, he hard countered me without any vision, and now he has the answer to all of my Hydras. Under normal circumstances, if this guy wasn't cheating, this was the right play. And the reason it's the right play from my perspective is because I killed all of the Terran workers, which means the battlecruiser production is going to be really low, right? All right, so if we take a look at the situation, right, like there's Hydras in production, there's Colossus in production, everything that counters Hydra is in the production, right? Now there's the Spire, okay? So here's the Spire, and what do we see? We see Phoenixes. Now, if you notice, whenever something happens on the map, if you've been watching this whole thing, whenever something happens, or excuse me, whenever anything happens in the production tab, he is behind it, right? By not very long. Like in this situation, he's microing his Colossus. He's probably not even paying attention to the production tab. But there's the Spire, and then now starts the Phoenixes, and now where's production here, right? Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Are you fucking serious? He's going up to a third Stargate and a fleet beacon in response to this Spire. Holy shit. Like, this is just sickening. Like, are you kidding me? And he's getting weapons. Oh my god. And a fourth Stargate to counter this. So, I mean, if you needed any proof that he's well aware of a Spire being thrown down, I think this is about as obvious as it gets, don't you? Oh, a fifth Stargate, excuse me. All right, so I queue up Corruptors here. Let's see if he... Although... Now again, he just built 5 Stargates, and now he's building Colossus. Why do you think that might be? Because again, he's lagging behind the production tab. You see? Literally, all he's doing is countering the production tab. All right, so let's see. I queue up a bunch of corruptors here. So there's 6 corruptors. Let's see if anything changes. I actually think in his situation, I think ranged phoenixes is better than going Void Ray, just because the battle cruiser can tank all the shots. And if you micro the phoenixes correctly, you can, and they have range, you can out micro corruptor. But I'm just curious to see if he makes any Void Ray. So, just again, guys, just keep in mind, I mean, this guy is literally, he has sent a probe across the map, and he has sent a couple of phoenixes across the map that has scouted nothing, and somehow, some way, he has countered everything from start to finish. Okay, so we're building blind batteries. We're repositioning our army to the left side when we have no vision of where the army is. We have no vision on the map whatsoever, and we're hard countering the opponent, essentially is what's happening here. That is quite a good army against what I have. So the army's moving across the map, and he's fiddling around with his troops. You notice, right? Like, he wasn't fiddling around with his troops at all up until the army started moving, right? These are just little things you look for when you're trying to bust map hackers. See how he's moving to the left side? So just straight up Phoenix, Colossus, which under normal circumstances would not actually be good against what I have, but he has these battle cruisers that are tanking for his army, so it's actually not bad. And as we can see, completely one-sided because I just got blind countered in the production tab the entire game. I'm actually going to make this a standalone video instead of putting it into the series because this guy is just so obviously using map hack. This would be a very, very good standalone replay for its own video. Super, super disgusting. Let's take a look at where he's at on the ladder. Oh, that's the ranked #1 Korean 2v2 player. Confirmed map hacker. Like and subscribe if you like the video.